Gravy Orthopedics. I work for Sorrell, Appel, Irongar, Bramlett, Lee Mack, and Dr. Carlo. So, back to the speech. This is my fight, okay? Fight. Faith over fear. In these trying times, we must be moved by what we believe, not by what we see. Fear cripples, but faith liberates. I, internal pursuit. Our vision cannot stop at our city limits. We must think bigger, reach wider, and stand taller, knowing that our light can shine far beyond this place. G, God gave me the grace in the grind. This journey hasn't been easy, but God has been faithful. The grind is real, but His grace is so faithful. H, hope unshaken. Even when the world is unsteady, we stand firm. We don't just wish, we expect, because we serve a God who delivers. T, trust in God's process. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's silent, but it's always divinely designed. Don't rush what God is redefining. The fight is not against each other. It is a fight for each other. And the foundation of this fight is faith. Not just the kind we speak about, but the kind we live. Faith that brings back compassion, transparency, and hope into our community. Because as the word says, faith without works is dead. So we must act, we must serve, and we must show up. We also must cherish the power of family. Not just those that we are born to, but those that we build with. In this community, blood is not the only bond. To fellowship with your neighbor is to make them feel just like family. And what did Jesus say? Love thy neighbor as thyself. And lastly, let us never forget the beauty of freedom. Freedom to live, to worship, to walk with your neighbor, to send your child to school, to build your dreams without fear. Safety should be a privilege. And the only cost that we should pay is the kind that brings us laughter, love, and legacy. I want to thank you, and God bless everyone.
Our second candidate and current mayor is Mayor Jim Hyde.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. We cannot thank the ladies GOP for bringing this forum together. I can assure you we're followed up on what your works are, and you've done some beautiful work. And thank you for all what you're doing. I'd like to talk tonight about our city and how we are governed. The state of Alabama has 8 classes of cities. Sylacauga is 6. The 6th class of city consists of a city consisting of 12,000 to 14,000 inhabitants. This also dictates how our government is to be run. And all this comes under the Title 11 of the state constitution and the Code of Alabama. Code 11 our city is set up with the executive, legislative, and judicial system. Unlike Childersburg, where the mayor sits with this, the mayor does not sit with the council. As a matter of fact, the mayor does not have any authority with the council while they're in session. He even has to ask for permission to speak. The council, the 8 departments of our department, the mayor is over all 8 departments. What I do as mayor, I work with my department heads to provide the best service possible to you, the citizens of Sylacauga. I lay out a budget. I have gone through 8 budgets. Every budget has been balanced. And in July of this year, I will go into my 9th budget for the city of Sylacauga. Our department heads, we'll sit down with them one-on-one We will look at the budget for the last year, and we will go through the line item by line item and lay out what we have to provide them with the needs for the coming year, like 2026, or 2025. It's, after we finish this budget, we're going to present it to the council. When we present it to the council, we have no longer have any say on the budget itself. They can do what they want with it. Over the years, most of them have been very cordial, and they understand our situation. And we hopefully that there'll be the same scenario when we present this budget to them in August of this year. I always start in July on the budget to give us plenty of time to work with our department heads and also make sure all our T's are crossed, our I's are dotted. Revenue is right where it should be, and make sure that we are under the budgeted of the last 3 years of our income. And what we do present it should make it a lot easier for the council to accept our needs. I've heard people are concerned about our revenue at City Hall. I assure you, you have nothing to worry about. We have money. We have money, we have accounts, we have more than enough money to cover our budgets. Matter of fact, our tax income is about the largest in the county. I think, well, we provide more tax revenue to the county than any other city in the county. We've been growing very steadily over the years. We've got opportunities to grow even more. We do have some issues. My issues really, since being in office in 2016, or even when I was on the council with Sam Wright, was infrastructure. We've got issues in this county, as you see now. We've already started a paving program. It's going to be about a $2.8 million project. I believe we come in under budget. We'll add other streets to it. We have issues with bridges that are unsafe travel, garbage trucks, and also school buses. These, like the one on Walnut Road, which we already gotten fixed, that was ready to go and opened up. We do have the one at Lake Louise. We fixed one bridge on Lake Louise. We got another one to go before we get in there and pave that road. The Lake Louise, Lake Howard Authority, we always had a Lake Howard Authority. In 2016, I implemented or reinstated the members to the Lake Howard Authority to bring it to where it is today. We work with the council, we work with the utilities board, each parties put $50,000 a year into the Lake Howard Authority to bring it and keep it up to where it's at. This is what we work for. We get proactive. We set things up, we keep it up, we keep the revenue in there to keep it moving forward. We are about a third of the way through our paving project right now. Drainage is a big issue that many of you know. Monday morning at 10 o'clock, I, along with Philip Morris, his county engineer, Michael Rice of EES Engineering, who I've been working with for the past 8-10 years, a very upstanding individual. If it wasn't for him, we probably couldn't have gotten Peyton Boulevard paved when we did. Working with LDOT, they gave us $250,000, and we brought Peyton Boulevard up to where it is today. We already have the engineering and everything laid out for the light at 511 and James Peyton Boulevard. We are waiting for the grant. The state, we're on the list to be awarded the rest of that. The city's going to have to put $100,000 into it, and the rest will come from the state on grant money. James Stewart Boulevard, we were able to get that painted, paved and striped. As many of you know, that was terrible. We have a $10,000 grant. We're able to put a crossing on that road. If any of you use that road, you know how important it is. Every crossing in and out there every day. The state of Alabama, LDOT, is working through our area now, doing repaving egress and egress lanes throughout that area. Our drainage, as we meet Monday, we will look at all aspects of our drainage, not only Arrowhead, but we'll be looking at Oakville Road, we'll be looking at 280. These are issues in those areas. I want to keep up with, I want to get the city to the point, like our paving. We're doing paving now. We did it, almost 8 years ago for the main boulevards. Now we're doing the local areas and subdivisions. We get those out of the way. and we'll be able to start planning again, but we'll have to go back to these other areas where we started earlier. But I feel like paving in our subdivisions and in other ways, it improves the outward appearance of our city so much that people see that. And that adds to the value of your home and your businesses. People come through Sylacauga. I hear more people talking about how beautiful our city is. People come in here from all over the world, all over the country for the Marble Fest. That's the best $5,000 a year this city invests is in that Marble Fest. We need to double that because they are doing a great job, and we more than get that money back through the tourism and everything. Well, I got a man raising a hand. Well, you a smoker?
30 seconds. You've got
Sir?
30 seconds.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
30 seconds.
Oh, all right.
16 now.
Any questions? But main thing, executive, legislative branch of the city government, of our city government, needs to work together to move this city forward. We have to work together. They have their responsibilities, I have mine.
That's it.
What we bring to the council for consideration and their support, that they need to work with us. And if they have issues, come to me, and let's talk about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next candidate, Brian Tom.
I wore a suit tonight because I know most of you are accustomed to seeing me in red. Not going to make a lot of jokes tonight because I haven't got much time. But it's certainly a pleasure to be here, and I want to thank the Republican women of South Talladega County for the kind invitation to all of us this evening, and thank you to everyone who came out tonight who still believes in our community, in commitment, and strong conservative values. As Dana said, my name is Brian Tom. I'm a lifelong resident of Sylacauga. I'm married to my childhood sweetheart, Laura, back there. And as of this year, we'll be married 37 years. I know she doesn't look that old enough, but I do. We've got a beautiful family that is still here. Our son and our daughter are located here. We have two beautiful granddaughters who are being raised here. And in that, what am I saying? I'm saying that Sylacauga isn't just where we live. It's our home, it's our past, it's our present, and it's our future. For the past decade, nearly, I've served as chair of the Sylacauga Commercial Development Authority. When I started, it was generating virtually $0 in annual tax revenue. Now, under my leadership, I'm proud to say we exceed over $750,000 annually, and we've exceeded over $12 million in new construction due to our efforts. And we'll continue to move in a positive direction in that area. And I believe that we're just getting started. You see, I'm running for mayor because Sylacauga deserves a future as strong as its rich heritage. And I believe that we are standing on the edge of a breakthrough. But breakthroughs don't just happen. They don't happen by accident. They happen because of vision, because of experience, and because of strong leadership. And that's what I'm offering to you this evening. Because I'm not a politician. I'm a problem solver. My background is in the private and faith sectors where performance and results matter more than empty promises. I've spent my life helping people and companies. Locally, I spent 10 years with the South Talladega County ARC and helping them to transition to where they are now, and then moving on to work with the Commercial Development Authority, where we continue to break through barriers, reach new goals, and operate with a sense of excellence. And that's exactly what I intend to bring to City Hall. We need leadership that understands how do we create jobs, not just talk about them. Leadership that knows how to bring the stakeholders together, to cut through the red tape and actually make things happen in our city. Most importantly, leadership that puts Sylacauga's citizens and its families first, not politics. Tonight, given my limited time, I'd like to turn our focus very quickly to 3 of my top priorities that I believe will help shape Sylacauga's future. First is economic growth and opportunity. I believe that Sylacauga has untapped potential, and we need to recruit more new businesses, support our existing ones, and create an environment where entrepreneurship can thrive, not just survive. We also need to make sure that we capitalize effectively on the Earth Project, which is on its way to opening, and that as these new industries come into this innovative environment, that we create a situation for them to move from that location to starting in Sylacauga and staying in Sylacauga, and giving them that opportunity and helping to create that vision for them. It's in this type of way that I believe that we can advance our community and create real industrial growth, make it a priority, and that will stimulate residential development that we so desperately need. We'll continue to pursue strong retail, dining, and entertainment options while ensuring our infrastructure is ready to support that growth. Second, quality of life and community. When people drive into Sylacauga, they should feel something. They should see the beauty, the warmth, safety. There should be a sense of welcoming to our community, and that's why I led to the startup of the Sylacauga Christmas Club that's bringing new life to public spaces and adding much revenue opportunity to one of the busiest retail times of the year, making our Christmas season more inviting to visitors and promoting commercial sales. And as mayor, I will continue to expand these efforts into other areas of our community. I'll work with local leaders, churches, schools, civic organizations, and make Sylacauga not just a good place to live, but a great place, a place that we can be proud of, a place that we will enjoy sharing that is our home. Third, will bring accountability and transparency. I believe the people of our city deserve to know how their money is spent, how decisions are being made, and I will work to rebuild trust between citizens and city leadership. I'll bring transparency to budgeting, communication, and public policy. You won't have to wonder what's happening in City Hall because you'll already know, because we'll be leading together, and I will work to keep you steadily informed. In order that we might lead effectively, I'll work hard to make sure that the proper checks and balances within our city government are clearly understood in the operations of our municipality, ensuring that each branch of city government stays in their lane and our city can move forward without internal interference, petty gossip, and internal politics that we're all tired of. Now I want to say something, and it's not going to sound very political, but it's important to me. Sylacauga is more than numbers, it's more than policy, it's more than budgets. It's about people. It's about our neighbors, it's about our elderly, it's about our children, our veterans. It's about young families who are trying to get a leg up and get started. It's about that single mom that's just trying to make ends meet each and every week. And it's about folks like you who have spent decades investing into this community. We need a mayor that sees you, that will walk beside you, who will stand with you, who will be there with you in good times and in bad. And that's the kind of mayor that I intend to be. And a vote for me will be a vote for proven leadership, real world results, and deep commitment to faith, family, and a shared future. Thank you for your time.
And our final candidate, Mr. Matt Hubbard.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone here tonight. I'd like to thank Ms. Stroop and the Republican Women's Party of South Talladega County for hosting tonight's event. And I'd also like to thank Coosa Valley Medical Center for hosting this and giving us the venue. Thank you, Chad. Yes, sir, that guy. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I'd like to thank Hickory Street Cafe for the wonderful meal. It was nice seeing Miss Mona coming back in here. I hadn't seen her in a while, so that was really nice. Let me begin by saying what an honor it is to be with you all tonight. I want to thank each of you for your work, not just in politics, but in our community. You are mothers, grandmothers, wives, businesswomen. Volunteers and strong voices for conservative values, which I deeply appreciate. I stand before you tonight not just as a candidate for mayor of Sylacauga, but as a fellow Sylacaugan who has lived and worked alongside you for decades. I'm a husband to my beautiful wife Natalie, a father to our two sons, Brady and Hayden, and a retired educator to thousands of Sylacauga City School students. I'm also chairman of our Parks and Recreation Board, commissioner on the Sylacauga Housing Authority, and a deacon at Sylacauga First Baptist Church. Every role I've served in is grounded in one thing: service. For over 30 years in education, I work with our youth to help them believe in themselves and their futures. I learned that leadership is not about having all the right answers. It's about listening. It's about showing up. It's about doing the hard work on a daily basis. That's the kind of leadership I will bring to the city of Sylacauga. We live in one of the most beautiful towns in the state of Alabama. From the marble beneath our feet to the deep roots found within our churches, deep roots of faith found within our churches, Sylacauga is a place with heart, heritage, and hope. I'm running for mayor because I love our people. I love our location. I love our community spirit, which is on display tonight. And I love our potential. My personal priorities in life are faith, family, and fellowship. These priorities are just not campaign slogans. They are my values. These are my guideposts. And it's what drives me to run a clean campaign. As mayor, I'll ensure our shared values are reflected in our vision and mission on a daily basis. Fiscal responsibility. In my professional career, I attained certifications as a local school financial manager, as a facility assessor, and a capital planner. These three certifications, along with my master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees, taught me how to create and manage long-range budgets, which was a large part of my responsibilities. As mayor, I will provide the city council with conservative budgets and continue my professional growth in attaining my municipal officer certification through the League of Municipalities in year 1. Public safety. As executive director of operations, I work with the Sylacauga Police Department and our school resource officers in developing and implementing school safety plans and ensured all new facilities met public safety requirements, including ADA updates. As mayor, I will put this experience to use in working with our public safety officials on a daily basis. Local control. I will oppose unfunded mandates that tie our hands and hurt our businesses and families. I will use my personal and professional networks, and your networks too, because I see a lot of networks out here staring back at me, to ensure we get our money back into Sylacauga for prioritized projects. As Parks and Recreation Board Chairman, I've seen how quality public spaces unite people. Families deserve clean, safe, and well-maintained parks. Our children deserve ball fields and green spaces where they can grow, learn about teamwork, and make memories. I'm proud of the leadership and accomplishments of our Sylacauga Parks and Recreation Department, especially in making recent ADA updates to park equipment. Our senior programs and special events are second to none and truly help build community among our residents. We have Food Truck Friday tomorrow night. Y'all come on out. I'm especially proud of the collaborative effort between the Housing Authority and our Parks and Recreation Department in renovating Burley Collins Community Center for community use again soon. As a commissioner on the Sylacauga Housing Authority, I've worked with families who need a hand up, not a handout. Affordable and safe housing should be available to hardworking people, our seniors, our veterans. My commitment to our residents and community was shown in my role in removing an unfit leader from the Housing Authority before he could dismantle it from the inside out. As a Sylacauga First Baptist Church deacon, I know authentic leadership begins with humility. It means putting others first, staying grounded in God's Word, and living out our shared values. Faith does have a place in public life, not in a way that imposes, but in a way that inspires. As mayor, I will lead with integrity and be the leader that you can count on to do what is right, even when it's hard. As a former educator and coach, I know investing in our youth is never wasted. When we create opportunities for our young people, we're not just investing in the future. We're giving them a reason to stay right here in Sylacauga and build their lives and raise the next generation of leaders right here at home. So, here's my vision for Sylacauga. I envision a city government that is transparent, accountable, and accessible. One that can resolve flood mitigation in an efficient and common sense manner for affected neighborhoods and downtown businesses. I envision a community that supports small businesses and attracts new investment. One that understands the potential impact of Safe Earth project and will work with the Commercial Development Authority and the Business and Industrial Development Authorities to get that accomplished. I envision a downtown that's vibrant, walkable, and family-friendly, one that's attainable through purposeful planning and proactive budgeting with organizations like Main Street Alabama, among others, and our Chamber of Commerce. I envision neighborhoods where property values rise and not fall. This can be realized through a combined effort of annexation, flood mitigation, sidewalk improvements, paving, selected tree removal, and replacement. This isn't just a platform, it's a promise. We have a choice on August 26th to elect a new leader who prioritizes service and has a vision for moving us forward together. I'm not running to make a name for myself. I'm running to make a difference for your families and our community. In closing, I believe with God's help and your trust, we can build a stronger, safer, and more united Sylacauga. Thank you.